Now, everyone, please download a file from week 7, 8 here. Okay. This one. Let's see.
อาจารย์ครับ you forget to share screen ครับ
Hold on, I admit your friend here. Okay, you just download a file from here. Simulation. Okay, there are many simulation that we're gonna do exercise on that. And then later on, we're gonna move to VBA, okay, or Virtual Basic. I'm not quite sure that probably next week that we're gonna start VBA, not this week. Okay. So you can read this one through at your own times. In the meantime, can you just open blank Excel? Okay. I'm gonna go and close the window. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to simulate a stock price. Okay. So here, normally when we do simulation, thing is you need to know what is it. Okay. So normally what I want to show you here is when we do previous exercise before midterm, normally we have like input data here and output. Output is what we want and input is what we can change the number here, and then the number of the output can be changed as well. Okay. So in simulation, previously, you can do things like sensitivity analysis when your variable change. For example, we can do like one variable change, two variable change, or even more than two. It's gonna be things like a scenario. Okay, and then you want to know what's gonna happen to output when input change. Okay. So here, suppose that the input here is uncertain, the number uncertain. Okay, so we can say it is uncertain variable. So in here, if it's uncertain, how would the output gonna change, or what gonna be the end result of this? So this is like an idea of how we do simulation. Okay, normally we just have to use the model and then variable, and then try to change that variable and see what the outcome or output of that. Okay, so here before we go any further, okay, we can come back here and look at the how we simulate a stock price. Okay. Can you give me a secนะคะ? I'm coming back. Okay ค่ะ I'm back ค่ะ sorry นะคะ keep you waiting okay ค่ะ so we gonna do simulation here นะคะ so you can read this through by yourself and then this is going to be exercise that we going to do here okay so suppose that this is an input that people can change okay so suppose that the stock price now is $10 so you can change whatever and then you want to simulate daily stock price so here the time increment gonna be 1 okay because it's 1 after 1 okay and then we have to set up as assumption what is the expected return and volatility okay so here I'm gonna do this here stock price and then stock price and then I'm gonna name my B3 as SC. I'm gonna say this is input. Okay. So I will name it as S0 here. Increment. I'm gonna name it as DT expected return MU mu per year or average return per year volatility or V rise. Okay, so I'm gonna name this one. So last time before midterm, I told you how to name a cell already. You can go to formulas and then use the define name here and then name it, or alternatively, you can go to name box up here. If you move your mouse somewhere here, it show name box here. Okay, name box. If you look down, it say name box. If you look down here, see name box appear on here. So I change it to S0. Okay. And down here, we're gonna name it as DT. Don't forget to press enter after you type the name. And then this one gonna be MU or mu. This one gonna be V or volatility. Okay. So once I press my mouse on that cell, it would show the name that we just named it. But if we choose to other cells that we never name, never have any name, you see that it just show this is the cell column and row here, the location of the cells. Okay. So as I say, we can set assumption here what we want. For example, here $10. Okay, and 1 because it's dairy and 20%, 40%. Okay. And then here we can set because this is dairy, right? So we can set sorry, expected return K here as mu minus V power 2 divided by 2. Okay, it must be somewhere in the document. What happened to my can you hear me คะ darling โอเคค่ะ can you hear me
Yes.
yes ครับ
ค่ะ sorry โอเคนะคะ you can read it at your own time นะคะ so here is the K นะคะ okay นะคะ so we gonna calculate the K here so K expected return K per year would equal to mu minus V power 2 divided by 2. Okay, is 12%. Okay. So we're gonna do it here. We're gonna put the graph here. So we're gonna move down a bit further. 0. And then daily, can anyone tell what is the working day of trading per year? How many days of trading day per year? Can you guess, คะ How many trading days per year? So it means that they're not count weekend or national holiday, thing like that.
This is around 256 days ค่ะ
Yes, it's getting close. Normally we just round it 250. Thank you very much, ค่ะ Okay, I haven't talked to you much. So can you tell me who are you, คะ Tell me.
I'm Shotika ค่ะ
Shotika, you're on group what?
Group 3 ค่ะ
Shotika, you haven't changed, you haven't renamed yours yet นะคะ
Okay, I'm rename it นะ
Shotika, what's your nickname คะ
ปิงปองค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ thank you ค่ะปิงปอง thank you นะคะ okay so then here we gonna 0 and then we gonna fill until it reach 250 so we can use fill the series here นะคะ fill series we fill in the column step 1 by 1 until 250 okay so this is the step count I can align the content to the right okay. And then we're gonna draw the random number okay the stock price okay that what we're gonna do is here is we're gonna calculate the stock price from so we're gonna have things like expected mu expected t okay and so what we're gonna draw it here is the random number okay so So the random number that we're gonna draw is RAND. Okay, the RAND will return the value between 0 to 1. Okay, it's gonna return the value between 0 to 1. And then we're gonna convert it to a normal distributed function by using norms inward. So normally it's norm inward a number, but we're gonna random the number inside. So we're gonna use norm inward and random number. Okay. So RAND, in the simplest case, we can generate random number between 0 and 1 and use these as the values or sample value. Okay. And the range of the value is depend on how we gonna define the distribution of the distribution function of the variable. So in here, we think that the stock price should follow norm inverse or normal distribution, thing like that. Okay. So if you look at here, you can read it through by yourself down here. So we're gonna do it. So we're gonna start to random step by step first. So we can be uniform. Okay. The uniform here, you can it's just a normal RAND that you can just equal RAND, opening and close the bracket, and that's it. Okay. So don't worry if your number is not the same as mine or your friend, because it's a random one. Okay, so we can just double click here, or you just simply hide it first. Okay, and then we're gonna unhide when we graph it. Okay. And then we're gonna make it as normal distribution by using norms in, and then normally you can just type RAND inside. So we here we can select this. Okay. Okay. And then the stock price. Okay. So the starting price is as 0. Okay. And then the next one that we're gonna later on we're gonna do it automatically with VBA, but not today. We can just manually do it today. Okay. So it's things similar to this one that we're gonna do it here. Okay. Okay. Put it here. Okay. So here, the next period would equal to last period stock. So we link to the last period here and multiply by exponential. Okay. And inside is k multiply because change in t would because it's 250. So it's gonna be thing like dt divided by 250. Okay. Plus v volatility here multiply by the square root of dt divided by 250. Okay. Oh, I forget to name it here. K นะคะ K. Okay. Once I name it, it know what it is. Okay. Hmm. 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 Okay. Sorry นะคะ I forget multiply. I forget here ค่ะ but I forget to put the what what I say the normal random number here in here นะคะ so multiply by this นะคะ okay. And then copy again นะคะ okay. Should be fine. So from here if I press F9 if I press F9 okay it's gonna change every time I press it. F9 is mean we ask Excel to calculate the whole worksheet again. Okay, so it's gonna change F9, 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 thing like that. Okay. So on the stock price, there are two components here. The first component, we call it certain part. And the second component here is uncertain. So shall we separate certain and uncertain? Okay. So here it would actually certain. Okay. And then the uncertain gonna be the difference between the two or the remaining of the number. Okay. So the certain part down here would equal to the first part here. The previous one multiply the exponential of k multiplied by dt divided by 250. Okay. So this is the certain and the uncertain is the difference between the certain and uncertain. Okay. Okay. So suppose that we want to plot a graph. Okay. So we can just simply uh, um, this one and press control and then the stop price. Actually, you can just these three and then insert, scatter. Oops. It shouldn't be like that. โทษนะคะ I have to unhide the value. Unhide. Better. So select the data and the first one here gonna be total, and the second one here would be certain, and the third one here gonna be uncertain. Okay, so this is just simple simulation of stock price. Okay.
นะคะ Can I look at the normal formula again ค่ะ
this one นะคะ
อ๋อโอเคค่ะ
I'm gonna copy for you นะคะ put it here กัน So I can press F9 and look how it changed นะคะ Look at the graph. So I will pick the one that I like most. So this one is a certain part and the uncertain part is the yellow one. When we combine the two, we get the red one here. Okay. Have you done all คะ Do you want me to wait คะ
Can you show how you insert the graph again ค่ะ
You can press control first นะคะ and then because I use scatter, so I need the x-axis here. So once I press control and then I highlight this and then this, the whole of this, and then I select insert, and then you can choose this one or this one or this one whatsoever นะคะ Okay. Can you do it คะ
Yes ค่ะ thank you ค่ะ
Very good. And then I can put the axis title as well. Stock price. This one going to be the Have you all done คะ Yoo-hoo
No.
โอเคค่ะ You want me to wait นะคะ I will wait for you ค่ะ
Could you show which part of the table you select for the scatter plot again? The chart.
column A and then D E F ค่ะ
Thank you.
อาจารย์คะ I don't know why but I got something look like exponential graph อะค่ะ
It won't show the graph I don't know
exponential graph
huh You can delete the old one นะคะ and then insert the new one
อาจารย์ครับmy graph is the x axis and y axis are swap places ครับ
I don't know can you share your screen ค่ะ I don't know
yes ครับ
and I can't imagine what it is
now it look like this ครับอาจารย์yours y axis is my x and my x is your y something like that sorry ครับอาจารย์ do you say anything or
I want you to delete this graph นะคะ
ครับ
Yeah, just okay ค่ะ and then can you press control นะคะ
yes ครับ
actually you can hide it first นะคะ and just unhide it นะคะ so it's better to hide it นะคะ so you don't need to just you hide the row ค่ะ
I did already ครับ well but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
it
because
doesn't work so I
do it
yeah.
so I want you to hide it okay
ครับ
okay ค่ะ and then the whole tree yep insert ค่ะ and then scatter ค่ะ scatter
yes ครับอาจารย์
this is line ค่ะ this is line graph ค่ะ scatter graph ค่ะ insert again insert okay that one ค่ะ แล้วก็ you can choose okay and then you can unhide it ค่ะ any one of that and unhide you move the graph first ค่ะ up you move graph up first ค่ะ yes very good and then unhide ค่ะ unhide ลูก okay right click unhide
โอเคครับ thank you ครับอาจารย์
okay ครับ and then you can press F9 and play with it นะคะ until you feel you like this one so the number you can choose the number okay นะคะ
ครับ thank you ครับ
okay ค่ะ so I'm gonna wait a few minutes for those of you to complete the whole thing นะคะ เคค่ะ Have you all done คะยูโฮ
yes ครับ
โอเคนะคะ so before we go to other example of simulation I'd like you to come to the bootstrap part first okay here can you all download this one please bootstrap okay um, I'm gonna sorry นะคะ I think can everyone delete this first so we can I think this is the how can I delete it enable editing
อาจารย์ครับ I think you didn't share the correct screen นะครับ
what do you mean the correct screen
ผมยังเห็นหน้าเก่าอยู่เลยครับอาจารย์อาจารย์ได้เปลี่ยนหน้าหรือยังครับ
แล้วครับsorry นะคะ I think but did you download the bootstrapping ค่ะ
yes ครับ
anyway I stop sharing and then reshare ค่ะ I don't know why but I stop sharing first so I'm gonna close the simulation one and then we can start to that bootstrapping okay and then here okay so this is example of tree stock I would like everyone นะคะ I haven't shared yet นะคะ I want everyone นะคะ to delete this and we're gonna redo all the things together again นะคะ delete everything เลยนะคะ everything up to here delete everything just leave this one here so we're gonna start again do it again นะคะ can you see my screen ครับ
yes ครับ
okay ค่ะ so suppose that you have if you look at here I hide actually I can unhide it so you can see that we have like a 60 number here okay so I hide it okay so IBM is you know this company already Apple and Microsoft as well so normally when you take stock from internet you should do things like this start date end date thing like that and then we're gonna calculate the return first so in here the return can you do it the return here you can just take a log of this y and then once we do the return I'm gonna tell you what next that we should do here so we can take log okay of sorry equal log of this divided by this. Mhm. And then you can just copy down and copy to the right. Admit the frame here. Then copy down and copy to the right. Okay. So this is going to be the return. So normally when you get the stock price here, you can get a return as well. Okay. Did I told you how to get the stock price from Yahoo Finance? Larry? Yes, you did your project already, right? Are you with me?
Yes ครับ
Okay, very good. So here, what we gonna do it here is we gonna do thing like a bootstrapping. Okay, the bootstrapping is we gonna do it called resampling. So we gonna random the number between 1 to 49. Oh, sorry, 59, because we have 59 number here. Okay, so we're gonna random the number here, and then what we're gonna do it here is suppose that the number is 53. So what we're gonna take it here is 3 of this. If we random, for example, here 58, so we're gonna take this. So we're gonna do it repeatedly until 100 sample here. Okay. So it's a kind of random sampling with replacement. Okay. So we call it resampling method. Okay, resampling method. Normally, we could do that for forecasting, or if it in statistic, if your sample is not large enough. For example, you want 400 sample, but you get just only 59 here. So you can do things like bootstrapping to resampling from your old sample here to get the rest of the number. Okay, and then you can do statistic on your work. Okay, so this is the idea of bootstrapping. Okay, understand คะ Yoo-hoo คะ any question regarding to bootstrapping? No นะคะ so in order to random the number here, we can use ran between, or you can use the formula like it actually is ran and then multiply by max plus min. Okay, that would be okay. And if you want to round it, you can put int here. So suppose that we're gonna use this formula here. Okay. This one gonna be 1, and the max is 59. Okay. So it's gonna be int ran multiply by 59 plus 1. Okay, so I get a number here. Suppose that I press F9 It's gonna change. Okay. So can anyone here help me? What Excel function that I'm gonna use? Suppose that I get number 4 here. So what Excel function that I can use to get the rest of the 3 number here, huh? Just tell what function.
Is it VLOOKUP คะอาจารย์
Very good, ka. We look up. So what's your name, ka, darling?
รู้ยาค่ะ
Ruya, very good. Ruya, what's your nickname, ka?
ยาค่ะ
Ya,นะคะRuya, what group you are in, ka?
บูโฟค่ะ
Very good, ka. Ruya,นะคะน้องยา Thank you, ka. So we're gonna use VLOOKUP. Okay. Once I'm gonna give you the exercise here. Use VLOOKUP to get the 3 stock return. Related to the random number. So if you, for example, here, if you get number 1, so you will have this IBM, Apple, and Microsoft here, thing like that. If it's 59, you should have this here. Okay. And then here, what I want is, okay, we're gonna convert. Normally, you have raw stock price, and then we calculate the return as a log. Okay, it made it as continuous. Now we the convert log or the stock price up here to raw. Okay, so here we can use thing like log stock price, or you just click to this one and then multiply by exponential of okay, probably we can sorryนะคะ probably we can just, for example, suppose that it's IBM here, so you can multiply IBM price on the previous price, multiply by EXP log return. So it's gonna be sorry นะคะ it's gonna be equal to last stock price multiplied by EXP of this number, thing like that. So you will have to fill the whole thing นะคะ up to 100 here. I give you 5 minutes to complete นะคะ to calculate log. Okay ค่ะ 5 minutes นะคะ I want to try breakout room as well นะคะ number 1 sorry ค่ะ group 1 only 5 of you นะคะ in group 1 group 2 only 4 group 3 only 4 as well นะคะ group 4 just the 3 of you group 5 6 students in group 5 and group 6 just only 2 7 อัญญาคะ which group you are in คะ Anya Hello อัญญา
ถูกกรุ๊ปทูค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ อัญญา can you rename นะคะ I'm gonna send you group 2 first then นะคะgroup 2 group 7 and 6 do you want to combine อัธวุฒินัทนิชา อัคคริมานัทภา do you want to combine because you have two each
ได้ครับ
โอเคค่ะ so I will move group 7 to group 6 นะคะโอเคนะคะ just now okay go Okay ค่ะ Any group want to share with us ค่ะ
Can I share ค่ะอาจารย์
Yes please ค่ะ
So I use like VLOOKUP and log the random column and comma and then I highlight all the actual return column ค่ะ and log both row and column here and then I type number 2 for it to like search for the IBM column ค่ะ for this one I use number 3 and this one I use number 4 and for this one I use like your formula the previous one times exponential of the this one ค่ะ
Okay very good ค่ะ very good indeed so any other group I think everyone can do it นะคะ so I want to give you further exercise can you repeat the same thing another 9 trial so we have first already actually we need 10 and can you do it it's like a just do the same thing นะคะ 9 another 9 trial so we can I give you 3 minutes นะคะ you can use your own intuition to try นะคะ another 9 trial okay so before that what's your name นะคะ darling
นัทนิชาค่ะ Group 6
นัทนิชา what's your nickname คะ
หลิงจือค่ะ
หนิงจือนะคะ โอเคค่ะ thank you ค่ะหนิงจือโอเคโอเคนะคะ 3 minutes to complete the other 9 นะคะเบรกเอาแล้วกัน โอเคค่ะ โอเคค่ะอ่า anyone want to share with us คะ you have you done all คะ hello
Group 1 not yet finished ครับ
oh you haven't โอเคค่ะ
Group 3 too. We
Okay.
haven't finished yet.
group 3 what you want to again ค่ะ sorry ค่ะ I can't hear you properly ค่ะ
I said like, can we have more time?
oh yes you can ค่ะ sorry นะคะ to interrupt what you just do okay another 3 minutes is that okay คะ
Yes.
โอเคค่ะ Okay ค่ะ any group want to share with us ค่ะ any group Yoo-ho
I think I can ครับ
okay ค่ะ please
Could you see the screen?
yes ค่ะ
Okay, so I think to simulate more attempts, you just replicate what we already do, and we do that again and hide it. You just collect only the portfolio, the end of period 100 portfolio value, and then you summarize it like this. Is it what you want ครับ
yes ค่ะ it is what I want ค่ะ so uh so you just hide the whole
Yes, inside is like
okay
above.
uh-huh so every time you calculate portfolio value as well and then made it as a return right okay so okay very good ค่ะ so normally in thank you นะคะ what's your name นะคะ
อัธวุฒิครับ group
อัธ
6
วุฒิ group 6 jump okay thank you ค่ะ jump okay ค่ะ so normally when we do bootstrapping okay we take just only the last one for example 100 sample so we take the last one of the 100 and then we do the same thing probably 100 times or 1000 times so sometimes when people do simulation they just leave the computer do it overnight or probably 3 days until they reach for example 10,000 times and then they get a concrete number thing like that นะคะ so this is just example we just do 10 of that okay and then we conclude the number okay that is the thing that we do with bootstrapping นะคะ any question regarding to bootstrapping คะ if not if you don't have any more question I'm gonna move on นะคะ to some exercise นะคะ can everyone please close that Excel and then open a new one อือฮึอืม have you ever played a die คะ you throw the dice there's 6 side like from 0 to 6 okay we're gonna do some simulation on the dice just the random not quite simulation okay so here I'm gonna share screen okay so 1 2 3 okay 6 3 by 3 suppose that this is 6 of that so I'm gonna make it bigger a bit bigger okay so I'm gonna just do one and then copy to the rest okay okay so this is one and we can one นะคะ two 3 4 5 Okay. Four, 5, 6. Suppose that you toss 6 dice. Okay. If it 1, I have 0 here. Okay. And if 2, it's gonna be here. If it 3, it's gonna be thing like this. Control V. If it 4, if it 5, if it's 6, okay. Okay, so this is just the sample, but in reality, okay, in reality, we don't know yet that what we're gonna get from tossing this 6 die. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So suppose that we toss the 6 dice here, and then I would like you to show it here. So it's gonna be like a random between 1 to 6 for each one. Okay. Insert 1 row. So the result should be, suppose that it here. Okay. The result of the random of each. Okay. What I want you to do is first, each die write random number between 1 to 6 for each die using formula, not Excel function. So you're gonna write each here random between 1 to 6, and secondly, show the dice picture related to random number for each. For example, suppose that you toss and you get number 4 here. So it must show 4 similar to this one here. Or if you get number 6 here, I like it to show 6 of this. 6, just similar to this one.นะคะ. So I will give you a clue. Okay,นะคะ. I will give you a clue. You can use if function, if the relatedนะคะ, related Excel function that you can useนะคะ, if an operator such as greater or lesser, thing like that, whether you want it to show or not. If you don't want it to show, you can use blank, or if you wanted to show it, you can say 0, thing like that นะคะ so I give you a clue and you have to do it just one of this, and then you can copy the rest to the other 5. Mhm. So you have to do it every cell on here. Once you finish, you can just copy this to the rest. Okay นะคะ so I want you to random between 1 to 6 here by using in and then ran max min thing like that instead of using ran between. Okay, and then for each cell here I want you to write a formula to show whether it should show or not show. If it show, it should show 0, thing like that. If it fall here, the picture should be similar to this one. If it's 6, it should be similar to this one. So when I press F9, it would change automatically นะคะ Okay, so this is just the first and very simple simulation that you can do นะคะ I give you 5 minutes to complete นะคะ
มีใครทำเป็นบ้างไหม รู้สึกอันนี้ค่อนข้างจะแอดวานซ์
ทำไม่เป็นไม่ทำแล้วไม่เรียนแล้วด้วย
เหมือนให้เรามาไขปริศนาเอาเอง ให้สูตรอะไรมาไม่รู้
จริงเราเขาเฉลยจำมันเมื่อกี้จริงๆก็ทำไม่เป็นอันที่จำทำอ่ะหมายถึงว่า ตามไม่ทัน เพราะว่าไม่ได้อยู่หน้าคอมแล้วกลับมาจำก็พูดเสร็จแล้ว
ที่จริงเราก็ทำต่อจากที่เขาทำให้นั่นแหละ เราไม่ได้ลบทั้งหมดอะ
อันนี้คืออัดหน้าจอไว้ปะ
อัดหน้าจอไว้
โอเคงั้นเดี๋ยวลินจะเข้าไปเปิดดูทีหลัง
ได้อาคาริมาไปแล้ว
นิชาก็กำลังจะไปด้วยไม่ไหวแล้วเนี่ยง่วง
โอ้ยแต่ลูกเต๋านี่ยากจังทุกไม่เราคิดไม่ออกอะ
เป็นจุดที่เขายังไม่เคยสอนหรอกอาจจะต้องรอ
ใช่ เขาชอบให้รางวัลกับสิ่งที่เขาไม่ได้เรียนแต่นักเรียนตอบได้ แล้วเขาก็ให้รางวัล โคตรไม่ make sense เลย
เขาจะตอบได้หรือเปล่าเถอะเขาก็ไปดูโพยอีก
โอเคค่ะ any group want to share with us คะ Yahoo any group want to share with us คะ
Group 1 not finished yet ครับ
oh you need more time นะคะ what about other group ล่ะคะ you
Group
do
5 not finished too ค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ another 3 minutes then นะคะ sorry นะคะโอเคค่ะ Hi ค่ะ Any group want to share with us คะ Group one have you done
nearly ครับ not quite finished yet
Okay other group ล่ะคะ Group two Group three 4 5 6 Do you think if you have more time can you finish
Yes.
Yes.
Oh I see so how many that you want another 3 is that okay
I think at least 3.
at least 3 okay I give you 5 then is that okay
Thank you.
okay Okay ค่ะ anyone want to share anything คะ
ครับผมอาจารย์
Okay ค่ะ you can try ค่ะ
so this is the result ครับอาจารย์so if I press F9 it will change so what I did is for the upper left I use if C7 equal to 1 is will input nothing but if not it will show 0 and this one is like this ครับอาจารย์ for this one and this one these two I left it blank because we don't have anymore and for this one I use this formula and this one ครับอาจารย์ and I copy it and I paste it to the other 5 and for this one I use the one before ครับ
thank you ค่ะ what's your name คะ
ธรรมทัศน์ครับ
ธรรมทัศน์ group
รูปวันครับ
group 1 นะคะ ธรรมทัศน์ your T อะค่ะ
yes ครับ
โอเคค่ะ thank you ค่ะ โอเคค่ะ very good other group can you do that as well คะ you can do that ใช่ไหมคะ ยูโฮ
Yeah, I did, but
Yes ค่ะ
not the same way ครับ
not the same way but a bit different thing like that ใช่ไหมคะฮะ
The result is the same, but the methodology is a lot different.
really
Yes.
do you want to share with us
Maybe yes.
โอเคค่ะ อือหือ
Okay, so I use the formula so that if even I change even if I change like the original ones, the
Oh, I see. So you just try to
yeah, inside it is this long. For every cases, one it will be like this.
I
For
see.
this, like this. Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
brute force
you
through
you
it.
go the long one, the long way. I mean the complicated way ใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ครับ
more okay ค่ะ thank you ค่ะ so you are what's your name นะคะ
Yeah. อัธวุฒิครับ
you are in group 6 จำนะโอเคค่ะ thank you ค่ะจำโอเค both are okay นะคะ okay so I catch up with you can you plot a graph as well for those who finish plot what you get what do you get from pausing this so I'm gonna follow you if this is greater than 1 0 if not I give it blank okay but I will have to do this int rand oops rand multiply by 6 plus 1 plus okay so this is the random number that I should get okay this is what I get it here and then I do this right for this one so I can copy here as well if I want so it can show here right then the second one normally we don't have any of this but just number 6 is here. So what we could do it here, we can say thing like equal if this equal 6, then 0, or otherwise blank. Okay. Then I can copy to this. Or I can just copy one time and that's it. Okay. And then here, it can be if this. If you look at here, okay, we're gonna show this only is greater than 3. 1, 2, 3, right? So if this is greater than 3, then we show it, or otherwise it's 0. Okay. So here, if it's greater than 3, we just show it, or otherwise we won't show it. This one is just only if it equals 6 only. And this one, just greater than 1, it all show. So I put greater than 1 here. Okay. And here, never have anything. Here, greater than 3 as well. So if this is greater than 3, then 0, or otherwise blank. Okay. So if it's less than 3, it won't show anything. But if it's greater than 3, it would show 0 here. Okay. And not, this is just only 6. So if this equals 6, then 0, or otherwise gonna be here. Okay. So I have this. Okay, this one is greater than 1 because or excluding 1, you have 0. So if this is greater than 1, would show 0, or otherwise it's blank. Okay. And for this, never have any things. This we complete that. Just only one, this one left. Okay. So this one, we have 1, and then 3, and then 5. So 1, 3, 5 here. So we can use or if or this equal 1, comma equal this equal 3, comma, and this cell equal 6, then 0, or otherwise blank. Okay. So once we complete this, we can just copy here. Okay, let's see. So I can get 1, 3, 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay. So I can get what I wanted here. So suppose that I want to plot a chart. Thing at this chart. Okay, bar chart here. So how could I do that? Could I press control here. And then insert a chart here. Okay. So if I press okay. If I press F9, the chart should change as well. Yep. Okay, perfect. And that's it. So you get a grip how to work with random number. Okay. This is a random number, just a very simple one. Okay. Very good. Have you all done, ka? So we
I
can check.
cannot catch up the graph ค่ะ
Ka. Okay, 6 dice. I select this and then press Control. You hold Control button and then select, and then release the Control button. Insert bar chart ตรงนี้ค่ะ and that's it นะคะ you can adjust the size and things like that. Can you do that คะ please tell me as well.
อยู่ค่ะ
Okay. Okay, so this is just simple random number that we do the first exercise on. Can we do more? Suppose that I have 3 dice. Okay, and I toss it 10 times. And I would like to know what is the frequency that I get. Okay. Or just 2 die is okay,นะคะ. Die 1 and 2. Okay, so here we can say frequency. Suppose I have dice 1 and then dice 2. Okay, so we're gonna toss 10 times. And see the combine, okay, of this. Okay, and then we're gonna do frequency. So shall we do it together here? Int rand opening and close the bracket, multiply by 6 plus 1. Okay, so we have things like ten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sum of this. So you know that the minimum should be 2, right? The sum of this. And the maximum should be 6 plus 6 or 12. So when you do the frequency, if we press F9, 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 okay. So we're gonna do the frequency here. The result should be start from 2 to 12. Okay. So what we would like to know is how many that get 2, how many that get 3, so how many that get 7, thing like that here. So we call it frequency. Okay. You know how to do frequency คะ Tell me the truth.
no ค่ะ
Okay. So you can highlight this. Select ยังคะ Do you want me to wait? Have you done up to here คะ darling?
yes ครับ
Okay ค่ะ Once you select this and then type frequency. Okay. And then the array, this is what we want to know, how many each. And then comma. The bins array is here. Okay. Because it's like an array, so it's part of the matrix. So you have to press Control Shift Enter. So here, this is what you get from here. So I'm gonna do thing like mean here first. So mean is the average of what the result we get. Okay. Average of the frequency. Sorry นะคะ mean should be the average. Sorry. Oh, what's wrong with me? With the sum นะคะ Okay. Okay นะคะ So here is the okay. And then shall we plot a graph? Okay. So I highlight or select a graph. I can use, suppose if I select just this one, I can use here what I say linear no straight line. Okay, sharp straight line sharp. Okay, so this is what I get. If I press F9. Okay, and if I want to have my mean graph here, how could I do that? Okay, so I'm gonna do thing like equal mean here, so 0, and equal mean here, and I will just equal mean here, because the frequency, the most of the frequency never exists. Why? So I put y here, and then I can here insert, add one more graph. Okay, here, sorry, wrong. This is series name. So series value. Here. Let's see. Can hold on นะคะ hold on. Add a series here. Not. Can I change this graph? sorry นะคะ let me change it to scatter graph ก่อนละกันนะ so I can add this one insert scatter and then here okay F9 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 okay and then I can add more graph okay so here the x gonna be here and the y gonna be here okay okay so if I press F9 it should change as well okay ค่ะ done have you all done คะ sorry have you all done คะ
yes ครับ
okay ค่ะ
No ครับ Could you show how you do the F17 and 18 again?
Okay, I just link this one to the mean because I want to plot the mean inside the graph. And then because it starts from 0 to not more than 5 here. So my y-axis gonna be 0 to 5. My x-axis just only a point, mean point here. So I link this to the mean of this. Oops, sorry, it should be. My God. Okay. I link my mean to here, both, and then this I just type 0 to 5. Are you okay,คะ? And then I just add, and then this is x, this is y. Are you okay คะ?
Got it now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay ค่ะ so you know how to plot the mean then now. Okay ค่ะ so this is the frequency of the data. So you learn how to use the frequency function here as well นะคะ so normally when people try to organize to show normal distribution, sometimes they do like simulation and then try to get the frequency to make it as normal distribution. But we won't do it here. Okay. What should we do next to get you more to this? Okay, suppose that if I want you to do things like password cracking. Sorry,นะคะ. Okay, add one more here. We're gonna crack a password. But not the real world,นะคะ. Suppose that this is just example. So if you watch a movie when an actor or actress try to crack an organization password, they go to the computer and type blah, 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 and then the screen just blink, and then there are a lot of character up to the screen until it match to the real password. So in that case, they have to do lots of combination, permutation, things like that, in order to match the character and number. So, but we won't do to that. That is too much for us. Okay, probably our computer cannot handle that much permutation or combination. So we just do the simple things here. Do you want to have a break first? Okay.
Yes.
Yes ค่ะ
So shall we break 15 minutes and then come back, please? So now it's 10:25. Shall we meet at 10:40? Okay,
Yeah.
ค่ะ
Okay.
โอเคค่ะ so what we're gonna do now is we try to use the random number here to crack the password. It's just simple one นะคะ not the real one. Okay. Okay. So here, suppose that we think that the password suppose that we have like a 4-character already, 4-character password. And then so here at first you will have to create a random 4-character password here. So we're gonna combine Excel function char. So if you think like char char 97, it's gonna be A, and if char 122, it's gonna be Z. Char, not chart. Okay, so it means that between 97 up to 122 is the character A to Z. Okay, so we're gonna concatenate character by using char function. Okay, to create 4 random character for each word. Okay, one word per. So in column A, okay. In column A, suppose that I ask you to create a word contain 4 character randomly. So you can concatenate 4 char letter here. Suppose that I want you to do up to the end of this worksheet, or suppose I limit to 500. Okay, correct word. Just in column B down here until row 500 here. Okay, so how you gonna do that here to create 4 random character word? You have to combine 4 character here, and then so first so you can use char and concatenate, made it 4 in column A 500. Okay, word or row นะคะ and then number 2. Okay, suppose that the password that we set up here is PASS. Suppose actually you should have more than just the small letter. actually you should have both small big capital letter and combine with the number, but this one is just a very simple one นะคะ suppose that the password here is PASS. Okay, PASS. So here I would like you to try to find column A. So our path is PASS here. So what you can do here, you can use Excel function. I give you a clue. You can use math function as well. Okay. Thing is, okay. So because the number between 97 A to Z, I mean between A to Z is 26. Okay, 26. So normally if we do write the combination here, the combination here would be 26, right? And then we want to have 4 characters. So 26 power 4. So actually you should create 456 926 here, but because we have limited resource and memory, so I just ask you to try just this one. Okay นะคะ 5 minutes to do this exercise ค่ะ You know how to do concatenate, right, darling? You can use this we call ampersand to concatenate character นะคะโอเคค่ะ try 5 minutes นะคะ Okay, ka. Any group want to share with us, ka?
Group 3 ค่ะ
Yes, please, ka.
First I like add the number to the 65500 by using fill and series and add the number to the column A first, and then I use char and concatenate นะคะ and random between the character between A to Z and use and did it 4 times นะคะ for 4 characters ค่ะ and then I use match function to match K5 which is passed with the all of the column here and use the match type 0 to match the exact one ค่ะ and it shows that the pass is in the row 8855 and I can show you like here is the exam is the exactly the same is the word pass ค่ะ
Okay, ka. Thank you, ka. Or you can type on the name box A8855 as well,นะคะ. Name box is up there on your left hand side. Yeah, you can type it here and you can find where it is. So you don't need to put the number if you don't want,นะคะ. Okay, very good, ka. What's your name, ka, darling? Your name?
ชุติกาค่ะ ปิงปอง
Shotika, you are in group 3 นะคะ Ping Pong. Thank you นะคะ Ping Pong. Okay, thank you for your contribution here. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same as Ping Pong นะคะคือ share and then land between 97 to 122. Okay, so this is my
อาจารย์ครับ Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, I forget. Thank you, ka. So this is my first number here. Okay. So I want to have 4 of that. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I can copy here. Oh my God, too much. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we haven't learned VBA yet, or otherwise we can use VBA to do it for us, which is very, very easy to do that. Oh, I didn't do anything yet, หรอคะ Why? Hold on นะคะ Sorry นะ Control C. Actually, I can control C here นะคะ and then I press this one here, and then I press control, and then on this right hand side I can scroll the scroll bar down, thing like that. Oh, I should put shift instead of control. Sorry,นะคะ. Here, control C and then press shift,นะคะ. And then somewhere 65. Oh no, 65. Okay, somewhere up to here แล้วกัน and control V นะคะ Okay, so I can shift and then use the scroll bar here to scroll to the end of the row here, and then we can use match function. File in row. Okay, so we're gonna use match. Okay, I look for this one. Okay, and then from column A. So I can say like A here. Okay. Exact match. One match. I can actually just here. Okay. Match D4. Okay. Okay, so now we find it. Okay. But sometimes there is more than one as well. So suppose that we're gonna count how many that they can find it. So another one find it. Okay. So count if this one has this. Okay. No, zero is mean they don't find it. Don't find it, don't find it, don't find it. What? Is it too less? Is it too less? Probably. Can I increase Control C? Okay,นะคะ. Okay. We have the problem here again. Match. Just one match. Okay. F9. So I can, you see that there is two match here. So I can type here A1350T3. Okay, I found one here, PASS. Okay. You see that the more of the simulate, the random here, the slower of your machine. Okay, never mind. I just remind you that there's a problem up here. Okay, you just get a grip of this one. Probably I can give you more exercise a bit here. Suppose that we we do frequency before. Suppose that you want to more addicted to gamble now. I would like you to do this first. Random. Random each number in column A as if the result greater than 50%, then previous result plus 1, otherwise would equal previous result minus 1. Okay, so here, sorry, I would like to delete this first. So my machine quite old, so if I have too much of this, it's gonna crash. Okay, so here more random. Okay. Suppose that I would like you to do here by using if function plus ran. Okay. So for each row here, suppose the first one is 0. So the second one here, if the random or the ran here is greater than 50% or greater than 0.5, then the result here should be greater than 50. Sorry, the result here should be the previous one plus 1, or otherwise the previous one minus 1. So you just have to put the first formula here, and then you can just copy down. I want you to make it as 100 row นะคะ number 1 here 100 row. Okay, and then what I like you to do is to take number 2, take an average, mean, max. Okay. I put it on here for you. So in column D here, I want it gonna be average, mean, max, standard deviation. Okay, and then I would like to know the last number or final number here นะคะ so when I press F9 it should automatically change here as well นะคะโอเคค่ะ 1 minute นะคะ 1 2 no 3 minutes นะ I think for this one 3 Okay ค่ะ anyone want to share with us ค่ะ hello
yes ครับ
okay ค่ะ thank you ค่ะ
so this is a formula for column A ครับ and the average min max and final so if we change it will change to
okay ค่ะ can you show your friend what the formula you use ค่ะ if
so
brand
if random is
greater than
0.5 ครับ
then
the previous one plus 1 if not then it will be when the previous one minus 1
okay thank you ค่ะ very good very good ค่ะ thank you ค่ะ so you are ธรรมทัช
ครับ yes ครับ
okay T thank you ค่ะ T โอเคนะคะ thank you ค่ะ T so here I can do the same as T นะคะ so it would equal to if then
I think you
is
forgot to share the screen ครับ
ค้างไว้แล้วเนี่ย one thing is if you want to do like a lot of simulation you need a good computer good memory handle or resort okay so here if brand greater than 0.5 if it true last period plus 1 comma if the value is false then last period minus 1 okay and then we're gonna do it for 100 period sorry 100 times okay and then here we get average okay then I copy to the right and then I can change this to min I can change this to max we can change this to STVEVP and then this is the final okay okay so this is the just one time suppose that I want to do repeatedly more than one time so suppose I want to do 20 times so what I could do it here is I will can just do it like a data table that we did it before so we can highlight this so whatever how many time what you want okay here so it's gonna be 22 because I want 20 here okay so you can select here and then data oh my god okay data what if data table okay so here we leave row input cells okay we input nothing to here and at the column input cell, so we can just link to anywhere in outside this selection range. So suppose that I link it somewhere else here and then press OK. So this is gonna be 20 more times the same thing that we did here. Okay. So if you look at here, you can see that we can use data table in several ways. Okay. By using this technique, you can save your times when you do simulation. Suppose that this here, what we interest is the last number here as well, and probably what is the average, mean, max, and standard deviation of each value here. Okay, so we can use data table to show what would it be here. Suppose that I want to do like if it's negative or if it's positive, I want it to show blue line, or if it's negative, I want it to show red, thing like that. So I can use, sorry, I can use home condition formatting here, and then here, here. Okay, so if it's positive, I want it to be blue, and if negative, it can be red, thing like that here as well. So if I press F9, it's gonna change. So in here, you learn how to do simulation and then use the data table to generate more of the result here that you want. Okay. Actually, we can have more exercise here, but before that, probably we can come back if we have time. But in here, what I would like you to do is to do things like, can you save this file and open the new one, because because there are a lot of random number in this worksheet, so it's gonna slow your work. So I want to separate the file. Actually, if you want it to calculate just only when you want it to calculate, not every time when you type the number and thing and press enter, it's gonna change. Every time you press enter, it's gonna change. So you can do so here, but with file option, and then you can change formula hereนะคะ. You can change workbook calculation automatic here to manual. If you choose it here, okay, so it won't change every time you press enter until you press F9. It's gonna calculate it just one go. By using this way, it's gonna save your computer resources here นะคะ Okay ค่ะ so can you open a new worksheet? So if you have time, we can come back here again นะคะ but now what I want you to do is I want you to do things like what I call it is embedded I just want to show you here embedded. Okay. Okay. So here I call it embedded object. Okay. So if I click here, you see thing change. Um, and if I change interest, thing would change. I'm not quite sure is it option, formula, automatic. Okay. So if I change it here, it should change automatically. Or if I select here, it should change. I select here, it should change thing. So this what we call here is embedded object. So embed check or radio button or to make a choice here or this one bar. Okay. Okay, and then this is the result. So if people type their loan 500,000, suppose, to purchase a house and 20% down payment and 5% during to reserve the house and for 10 years, and the interest you can change. Suppose that the interest is here, so your monthly payment will automatically calculate for you. So what we're gonna do thing is similar to this one,นะคะ. Okay. So at first, what I want you to do is to create a worksheet that contain those button,นะคะ. But before that, I would like you to have developer tab on here. Do you have this one,คะ? Darling?
No.
Okay,ค่ะ. So please remember, in exam, I won't tell you,นะคะ, how you get the developer tab here. So you go to file and then option, okay, and then customize the ribbon. And then if it unchecked, can you check it here, developer, and press OK. And then it will automatically show here. If it show already, huh?
Yes,ค่ะ.
Okay, then now we can start. Suppose that this is the I'm gonna combine, merge this, and then type. Okay. This is a mortgage loan parameter that gonna put it here. Okay, and then the purchase price. Okay, the purchase price, suppose that it's gonna be somewhere here. Okay, adjust boundary it here. Okay, and then here for this button, okay, we can use a form button, or alternatively you can use the design mode to design it as well. So we go to developer tab here. And then we're gonna insert. Okay, there are two in here. The first one is just normal form control. The second one is active X control. A little bit different between the two. Okay, but once you play with the VBA, sometimes people use this one, but this one is okay as well. Not much different. Suppose that I use active X here. So this is the checkbox. So I will draw it here. Okay. So I can change the text inside. Okay. So we can go to the property here. Okay, we leave it open like this. And at the caption here, we can change it from checkbox 1 to finance 5,000. No. Suppose just the reserve again. Reserve budget. Can I change this? Okay, this is what I get it here. You can also change the font here as well. It's Tamhoma. Okay. We can change it to like 10. Okay, make it smaller. Okay. And then I leave this open. Now we're gonna have like down payment. So here I can insert again. Okay. Okay. So it's like percent down payment, 10%, 15%, 20%. So here, if you look at this, you can see that there is a line here to tell that this is one group, this is the second group that we can choose. If we don't group it, it's gonna treat it as the same group. So you couldn't choose one separately. So you can just choose one and that's all. That's it. You can choose it. You cannot choose this. Okay. So we're gonna group it later. Okay. But now, okay, we can insert. Okay. And then we can use this one X, Y, Z here. Put it somewhere here. Put it here. See. Okay. Okay, and then I can change this to percent down payment. Okay. And here I can insert more if I want. Here, for example, I can use here option button. Okay. Look carefullyนะคะ. See, I just leave the property open here. I won't close it because when I select each one, it's gonna be property for that particular one. This is the property of checkbox 1, and this is the property of option button 1. If I change the font here to to make it, for example, 10 or 8. Okay. And then I change the caption of this to 10%. Okay. I got 10% here. 10% here. And I can also look carefullyนะคะ. Sorry. Okay. And then I can Control C and Control V. So once I press Control V, it changed to Option button 2. Okay. And then I can just change this to, at the caption here, I can change this to 15%. And then I can Control V again. And then you see it's become Option button 3, where I can change the caption here to 20%. Okay. So whatever object that I select it here, it would show the property here. Okay. Okay, so I finished the first one. Now we're gonna do the same thing with so probably I don't want to do it again. So I'm gonna copy and paste. So I'm select this and then control and select this. So I select all 4 of these, Control C and Control V. And then I just move to the right here. Then suppose that, okay. So here I'm gonna change it to long term. Okay. And then if you look at here, it become Option button 4. I change it to, suppose I change it to 10 year. At the caption here, 10 year. And this one, suppose that it's gonna be 20 years. This one gonna be 30 years. Okay. And if you look at here, okay. We are on the design mode. Okay, we are on the design mode. So we can just design it, but we cannot select it. But if you want to test or if you want to deploy or want to use it here, you will have to select design mode up here one time. So now you can start to select or test it. Okay. And once you want to design, you have to select it again. So you can turn on and off by select the design mode here, or we can call this type of thing as toggle. Or you can press one time is on, one time is off. So now it's not on design mode, so I can choose this one. But see that it's not grouped yet, so I can just choose only one, but not 2 sets of this. Okay. So one thing, as I told you last time, we have to group each one together here. So first, we're gonna group this. So I select by press Control. I hold the Control key and press the rest here. At the group name here, see the group name here. I can name it anything that you want. So suppose that I name percent down payment. It doesn't matter whatever name, you can name it. Okay. And also my second set here, I hold control button, and then at the group name here, I name it as loan term. Okay. And then I want to test it, so I have to press design mode 1 time. So it's unselected here. And then now you can select it separately because you have already grouped it. Okay. So now we're gonna go to the next one, loan, and then this bar that we're gonna do it, go bar. Okay. So here, what I'm gonna do it here is loan amount. Loan amount. And suppose that we want it to show here. So suppose that it put it here, and made it as dollar. Okay. And then if I put 500 first, so my and then 20% down payment. So I have to deduct 20% out of this. And also if I pay 5,000 on my first reserve here, I'm gonna deduct out from the purchase price. And then the remaining is the loan amount that I have to borrow from the bank. Okay. And this one is gonna be interest. We're gonna show it here. Okay. Suppose that I'm gonna put scroll bar here. So again, we go to developer tab, insert, scroll bar, scroll bar. Okay. Scroll bar is here. And we're gonna put it here. Okay. At the scroll bar, if you look at the property of the scroll bar, it means that we can, if you press design mode to test 1 time, okay, so you can move to the left and to the right here. Okay, so you can also press design mode here and select here. So we can specify the minimum. Suppose that we specify to be 0 and maximum is 20%. Suppose we want more than 20 is too much. Actually more than 10 is too much as well for house loan. Okay, so here 200, I'm gonna put max as 200, and then can calculate it as percentage later. So here minimum is 0 and the max here is 200. I can change the color up here as well for color, back color. You can play around here the color, whatever color that you like. Palette, you can select one that you like most, thing like that. So whatever color that you like, it's gonna show here. Okay. And then end with monthly payment. Monthly payment. So we want it to show here. Okay. Okay. So normally it's just this one. Okay, it's just this one. And then we're gonna have back process that people won't see it. Okay, just only the developer see it. Okay. So here I'm gonna put it here as in our example. But normally we won't show people this one. So this one is just when we link the result. So we call it we link each result up to this. Okay. So the first one that we're gonna do it here is, suppose that I'm gonna merge this one and link cells. Okay, put it here. So probably the interest first. Okay, I'm gonna have to back to this interest. Property. Okay, and then here at the property of this, the link cell, you have to type. You cannot select the cell and expect it to show here. It won't. You have to type. I'm gonna link the result of what we select here to this cell, H3. So I type H3 here. Now if I want to test, so I can see that the maximum is 200. So I can say interest. Okay. And then I can make it as percentage. So to show 2 decimal point, I can divide it by 1000. Okay, and then made it as percentage. Yeah. Okay, and then when I change, it's gonna change thing like that. Okay, and then here we're gonna link our result to this. Okay, this is the first step. Now we move to this one. Okay, the result here. Okay, if you look at the link cell here, I would like to link it here H6, so I type it here H6. Okay, so it's gonna be true, false. I select design mode one time to test it. If I select it, it's gonna show true. If I deselect, it's gonna show false. Okay, so this is okay, and then the loan amount here. The loan amount here is, okay, we're gonna link to this. It's gonna be your original loan. Okay, and then if you reserve 5,000, you can deduct it, but if not, you don't need to do anything with this. And then you have to deduct the percentage that you have already pay. Sorry, I'm gonna change payment here. Okay. So I have to calculate this one. And then also here, it's gonna be 10 year. $15 year and 20 year. 30 year. Actually, it should have 15 as well, but never mind. It's not. And then this is the result. The result shown here. So here it's the same thing for each button that you need to link to each cell. Okay. And you can use if function to show which cell that you choose. And the last one here should be loan term. Okay. So the loan term is 10%. 15% down payment and 20% down payment. Okay. And then for each button, you will have to link the result to each one of this. And then here you have to write an Excel function to show what percentage that they choose. Okay, so it's gonna be true or false around here. Okay. So, and then at the end, you will have to calculate. You will have to calculate here and show the result here. What is the monthly payment? So here can link to this. And this one can link to this. Oops. Okay, it's gonna be your homework. Oh no, why? I cannot. Okay. 10, okay. 10, 15. Oh, sorry. It's here. It's got it already. 15 and 20. Okay. It's gonna be your homework. And this one, 10 years to this one. 20, 30. Okay. And then you're gonna have to write formula here to show what people choose from here. So the result here would be true, false. True, false, true, false. And then you have to write a formula what people choose and then calculate this one. Anyone can tell what Excel function that we can calculate the annuity? What Excel function that we can use to calculate annuity here?
Is it PMT ครับ
Very good, PMT. So you can use PMT to calculate the value here by using the number on this worksheet. Okay, so this is your homework exercise. Who tell me PMT
อัธวุฒิครับ
ใครนะคะ sorry นะคะ
อัธวุฒิครับ
จำเหรอคะโอเคครับ thank you จ โอเคค่ะจำโอเคนะคะ any question regarding to embedded object here คะ
I cannot catch up when you link the percent 5.3 in cell H4 and
divided by 1000 นะคะ is this your question คะ
yes and what about E16 ค่ะ
E16 I just link ค่ะ link cell to that one ค่ะ
อ๋อโอเคค่ะ
Can you please take a picture here นะคะ and then do the exercise at home นะคะ because we run out of the times
อาจารย์ครับ I don't know the meaning of reserve 5,000 loan ครับ what does it do to the calculation
you deduct it out ค่ะ it mean you pay 5,000 เหมือนกับจองอ่ะนะคะ
deduct from the purchase price เหรอครับ
yep
โอเคครับ and the percent down payment is also deduct from the purchase price
yes
ครับ
ค่ะ yes so normally people will down for example just 10 or 15 or 20 ค่ะ and then the rest they mortgage loan นะคะ
โอเคครับ
any other question คะ
oh you deduct the reserves then you use that to multiply the percent down payment or you
deduct 5,000 first and then the rest you can deduct the payment
โอเคครับ thank you ครับ
that the remaining is the loan amount here นะคะ but if you don't select here it means that you don't need to deduct 5,000 just only people choose here นะคะ that you have to deduct so by now you know that you should use if function as well right okay is that okay คะ
โอเคครับ
any other question คะ
I cannot do the option button. Like when I click the one in one column, the other column remain blank. I cannot make it. And when I try to switch, it cannot.
Can you share yours คะ There are many reasons why student cannot do a certain thing นะคะ so I have to check what is it first นะคะ so what happened here ครับ Okay I can see yours ค่ะ very clear ค่ะ hello I can see yours already ค่ะ so what is your question ค่ะ
So the question is, when I click in one column, the other column remain blank, and when I try to click it as well, the other column become blank instead.
group ค่ะ you have to group it ค่ะ so you have
Okay.
can you select 10% on the left โอเคนะคะ and then press control then select 15 and 20 as well ค่ะ oh poor boy I do it we can do it again นะคะ I'm gonna share my screen is that okay คะ
Okay.
So I'm gonna share my okay so when you want to group you have to select okay sorry นะคะ you have to design mode first and then select press control นะคะ and then here on the property you see group name whatever name you can put it here and then another group again นะคะ press control and select each and put whatever name here. So the first one I name it as percent down payment, and then here I name it as loan term. Understand ครับอัธวัฒน์
So group first and then rename group. Okay.
It's in a property ค่ะ so leave during design mode I would recommend you to open the property and just leave it open like that นะคะ so I told you to group it. If you don't group it you can separate the result. I told you before นะคะ where have you been during this time? Toilet.
I was busy doing the link cell and trying to rename the box and the buttons.
Oh, I see. That's why your Excel is very beautiful นะคะ Try to color it. Actually, you don't need to make it that beautiful. You can try it later นะคะ can you do it now ครับ อัธวัฒน์ Can you group it ครับ
Yes, group successful. Just
So
haven't tried.
Can you try? You have to turn off the design mode before you test. Can you do it ครับ
Yes, it worked now.
Okay ค่ะ Any other question
Thank you.
คะ Okay, you're welcome. So if you don't have more question, I'm gonna meet you next Monday นะคะ you have one session. We have another one session from previous midterm. Okay, we just only have 6 sessions. Actually, we should have 7. So I'm gonna ask you when would be your convenience for a make-up class นะคะ for one session 3 hours or not 4 hours นะคะ or if you prefer it can be 2 or 4 in a row นะคะ โอเคค่ะ thank you very much for coming I will see you
อาจารย์ครับ when can we know our exam midterm exam
I
score
haven't started because I have 4 exam subject to prove นะคะ so because yours is quite difficult it's on Excel so I'll do paper exam first and then back to you นะคะ Anon who asked me นะคะ
มีครับ
กันกวี are you willing to withdraw ล่ะคะ
no ครับ
no นะคะ okay I will try นะคะ my best to give you result before withdrawal date นะคะ before the deadline of withdraw ใช่ไหมโอเคค่ะ any other question คะ รุยา you have any question คะ
no question ค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ โอเคค่ะ so thank you very much for coming ค่ะ I'll see you next week นะคะ bye bye hello
สวัสดีครับ
บ๊ายบายค่ะ
bye bye
ได้ครับ
bye bye ค่ะ